Hello everybody, welcome to reverse percentage change. We're going to have a look at this topic. It is quite a tricky topic. In order to access this, you are going to need to know what multipliers are. So I'm just going to very quickly go through it. If not, then you're going to need to go and find out a little bit about that. But a multiplier is a decimal that we can multiply by to do a percentage change. So we can increase by a percentage, or we can decrease by a percentage. Things can go up, things can go down. For example, the multiplier for an increase of 39%, we take the whole thing that we start with, which is always 100% we start with, we add 39%, and then we get 139%. That as a decimal is 1.39. So if I wanted to increase by 39%, I multiply by 1.39. Alright. If I wanted to decrease, things are going down, we do the same thing but we subtract. So 100% there, we've got a 100%, and we would take away the 9%, and that gives us 91%, which is, as a decimal, 0.91. Hopefully that is a recap. These things are fundamental to being able to do a reverse percentage change question efficiently. So this is a little sort of mathematical formula I would like you to write down. It's a really useful thing that you can use. If you write this down, generally you're going to get things in the correct order. So we start with an amount, the original. Then we multiply it by a multiplier, makes sense. And then we end up with the new amount. Sounds like a simple sentence. Take an original amount times a multiplier equals new. Let's apply that to an increase question. So in this example, I increased 800 grams by 15%. And to do that, my original is 800 grams. 800 grams. And then I times by a multiplier. Well, to increase by 15%, I do 100% plus 15% is 115%. And as a decimal, divide by 100, that is 1.15. That is the calculation I'm going to do to increase by 15%, and I think that gives me 920 grams. Alright, let's have a look at a decrease example now. So if I want to decrease $150 by 34%, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original, which is 150, multiply it by, to decrease by 34%, I need to do 100% minus 34%, which is 66%. Change that to a decimal, 0.66. Alright, if I type that in, I'm going to decrease 150 by 34%. And that gives me a value of $99. Okay, if you haven't quite understood that, maybe pause, go back and check it again, and take some notes there. We're now moving on to a reverse percentage change question. So with a reverse percentage change, instead of increasing and decreasing and finding the new amount, we are finding the original amount after a change. So an increase has happened or a decrease has happened, and we're going back and finding the original amount. So after an increase of 12%, a house is valued at $257,600. What was the value before the increase? Well, we're going to use this original times multiplier equals new, substitute in what we know. So we've got increase of 12%. Well, increase of 12%, 100 plus the 12, 100% plus 12%, that's going to be 1.12. It's 112%, which is 1.12. That's my multiplier. Let's fill that in. 1.12 is my multiplier. Then it says, after that increase, the house is valued at $257,600. That is my new amount. So that is the bit on the end here. The new amount is $257,600. And we want to find this part, the original. Well, hopefully maybe take a pause here, see if you can work out what calculation you're going to type in. And if you have paused it, or if you've just had a think about it, you should be able to notice that something times 1.12 equals 257,600. Well, to work backwards from that, the opposite of times by 1.12 is to divide by 1.12. So if I type in 257,600 divide by 1.12, I should get an answer, which I believe is $230,000. So that is how to work backwards after an increase. You are finding the original amount. So instead of multiplying by the multiplier, we take the new amount and we divide. Let's have a look at a decrease example. So here we go. After a decrease of 20%, a car is valued at 7,900 Omani Riyals. What was the value before the decrease? Well, decrease of 20%, I'm going to skip ahead here. Hopefully you'll work out that's 100 minus 20 is 80%. So my multiplier is 0.8. I've got a new amount of 7,900 and I am finding the original amount. We don't know this part yet. Again, if something times 0.8 equals 7,900, the calculation I need to do, 7,900 divided by 0.8. And that gives me 9,875 Omani Riyals. That's it. If you need to go back and watch that, that was a quick run through of reverse percentages. But all the information is there. This number sentence at the top, that equation formula at the top, original times multiplier equals new. Write that down, fill in what you know, and then work backwards. Thanks for watching.